We go to Nicole, who's on the line in Los Angeles, California. Nicole, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, how are you?
I am living the dream, Nicole. How are you?
Doing good. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure. How do I help today?
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if the next career opportunity that I'm starting in January is the right one for me, and if the anxiety that I'm feeling over leaving my current position is just because I'm feeling like I'm taking a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
All right, so let's
so
just
I'm
have
just trying
fun
to
with
kind
this.
of
What is the new gig that you're taking in January?
Okay, so I have a non-disclosure agreement signed with this position, so it might be a little bit vague,
Okay, that's
but it's
okay.
kind of a
Let me help you out, okay? And if you can't answer it, just say pass, and I'll ask it another way.
okay.
So I just want to know the function of what you're doing. You don't have to tell me the company. You don't have to tell me your title. I just want to know what type of work you're doing, so that we get a sense, so I can dive deeper. Does that make sense? That should be okay, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Uh,
I can definitely get into that. So I'm stepping into a position. It's called a family assistant.
mhm.
So it's kind of part nanny, part household manager. And so I'd be working with a high profile family
Oh,
and
okay.
with their adopted children from another country.
Gotcha.
And they're a little bit older. So I'm going to be kind of acclimating them to life in America.
Okay, great. All right. Now,
Yeah.
why did you take that gig? Because you've already said yes. I want to know why you decided to say yes.
Um, I said yes, one, because it is a pay raise to where I'm currently at. And the second, well, the largest reason is because I miss working with children. However, I have been a nanny in the past, and I took a step back and went into being a high profile personal assistant
Hmm.
for one of the biggest celebrities on the planet. And so I just kind of feel a little weird stepping back from such a
Yeah.
desirable,
Yeah.
amazing opportunity that I've been at for a year. And so having only been there for a year, I kind of feel like I left prematurely, but I also know at my core, and I prayed about it, that being treated poorly
Yeah.
and having someone control every aspect of my life is not what I
No.
want
No.
long term.
Okay. Well,
So
now,
that kind of pushed me back to working with children.
yeah. So this is very clear to me. So Nicole, I want to set you free. I'm so glad you called the show today. Okay. I get it. The glamour and the power of this person that you are a personal assistant for. Most people who know you, who don't know how you're treated and how consuming it is, look at that and go, why
Mhm.
in the world would you walk away from that? And that's making you feel, a little silly. You're like, when have I lost my mind? Because that's what people see. They only see the outside. Am I right?
Yes.
That's
Uh-huh.
so that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a little bit of peer pressure. Maybe it's coming from peers, maybe it's coming from families. It doesn't matter. The point is, a lot of people that you're worried about them going, Nicole, did you lose your mind? You're going to leave this position working for this big shot and you're going to go work with kids? Well, what they don't understand is that you love working with kids.
Mm.
So let me just
Okay.
put it to you this way. If this current position was not with a very glamorous, super well-known person that everybody on the show probably would know, okay? That's based on what you're telling me. If it
Yeah.
wasn't with them and it was just the same type of job and you had this opportunity to move into, would you have the anxiety that you have now?
Probably not. I think a little bit of my anxiety is also coming from, and this might sound funny, but eventually, I'm 26. Eventually, I would like to get married and have kids. And I kind of feel like, is that the only thing I'm going to accomplish with my life is
No, no.
raising children? Even though I know that it's such an admirable thing, I just kind of feel like I'm not moving forward in my career.
I got it. So let me ask you this. Forget the nanny position that you've accepted, which, by the way, you should
Hmm.
take, okay?
Hmm.
Because it's not the rest of your life. But it gets you out of
Yeah.
an unhealthy situation, and at least you're in on the surface, hopefully, a healthy home environment where you're working with some kids, you're really helping their transition into this country. Adoption's a big deal that has its own nuances to it. You're going to be a major player in the life of this family, so that's super, super meaningful work. So you should
Hmm.
take that. So that's it. Now let me say this. All I want you to think about is, if you love working with children and one day you are married and you have your own children, but you want to get back into the workforce or you want to be a working mom, which I'm all for, how would you most like to work with kids? If you could snap your fingers and make it happen, what work would you do with children?
I used to want to be a school teacher, but going to school and then having moved out of state,
Hmm.
it would take me going back to school full time
You didn't answer
and
my
getting the
question.
whole entire specttrum.
You didn't answer my question.
So,
Dream,
okay.
Nicole. Stop giving me qualifications. Stop giving me reasons. What work, if I could snap my fingers, you're married, you got kids, great husband, and you're still doing work that matters to you with children, what would it be? Blurt it out. Let it fly. Go. Because you know.
I know. I just feel stupid saying it.
No,
I would
stop.
love to. I don't know why I got emotional. I would love to be able to mentor children with
Yeah.
literature and through books. And I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what that looks like.
Doesn't matter. You're
So,
26. You can figure that out. But what was important
mhm.
today is that you let it out of your chest. And the reason you're emotional, I'm going to tell you why you're emotional. Because you said you feel stupid saying it, and somebody has made you feel that way. Maybe not intentionally, maybe intentionally. But for you to feel shame sharing that you want to mentor kids with reading and literature and helping them read and write or whatever that's going to end up being, for you to feel that that is stupid is a lie from the pit of hell.
Yeah.
You feel me, Nicole?
Yes, I do.
I can hear it in you. How good does it feel to say, this is worthy work? It matters.
It feels good. It's just hard to let go of that ego. And I didn't even think that I used to have an ego
Yeah, but you've been
until I got into a
surrounded by,
position and
I
took a
know.
step back.
Yeah, but you've been surrounded by ego.
Yeah,
I
that is
mean,
true.
listen, first of all, we all have egos. But if you're working for one of the biggest egos on the planet, then you know what? Your whole world's been skewed. Go do what you love. Take a deep breath and enjoy being a nanny house manager for a while. And while you're doing that and you're out of the spotlight and you're out of the rat race, I want you to start to just move into stage 2, which is research. I think we just covered stage 1. You know what you want to do with your life. So what is the best way for you to do what you want to do, which is mentoring children around literature? You kind of just put it out there. You keep writing that out on a piece of paper, look at it every day. But Nicole, you are free. God, it makes me mad. Makes me mad that Nicole feels stupid. Did you hear her? Did she say stupid? I want to make sure I'm not misrepresenting her. She goes, I said, what is it? She was like, I kind of feel stupid saying, what? Why would you feel stupid saying that you want to help children learn? I'll tell you why. Listen, Nicole's like a million of you out there. 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. Something in your life or relationship, somehow, somebody, some event just completely skewed the truth in your mind, which is that you know this is what you want to do, but somehow there's a voice in there that says, well, it's a little stupid. That's not a good career. I'm going to tell you what it is with Nicole. She somehow in Los Angeles got connected to one of the most famous people in the world, and everything gets distorted. And we in this culture put way too much emphasis on celebrity. Because I can tell you what her friends and family might be saying to Nicole. Guarantee I know this. Why in the world would you leave person X? They know everybody. They're powerful. They're famous. They're rich. They can put you on the path to happiness. Bull crap. Nicole told us what happiness is for her. She wants to be a wife. She wants to be a mom. And she wants to be a professional. And specifically, to mentor children. So much so that when she blurted it out, she began to cry. Folks, she's not the only person to cry on the show. Why does the emotion reveal itself in this moment? I'm going to tell you why. Because your heart for that moment gets uncovered from all the lies and the pain and the insecurity and the doubt, whatever your story is. And in that moment, your heart reveals itself and it catches you. It caught her up. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. You have got to uncover your heart. Your heart will reveal what you believe. But you have been distracted, distorted, discouraged. That's good radio.